Hello, my name is Metin Arıdaşır. This is 360 part of explanation of my theory. Proof of Arıdaşır theory, mind theory. Galactic rotation curve. Galactic rotation curve discrepancy solved by Arıdaşır. There is no object that is related to gravity and mass that does not interact with light. As a fake fiction, dark matter fiction is such a matter model that is assumed to never interact with light, only with gravity. The only reason for claiming of this fake matter fiction was to save the universality of the gravitation theory. Because whether general relativity or classical gravity, all these theories of gravity were refuted at the scale of galaxies and stars. There was a discrepancy that mentioned as galaxy rotation curve discrepancy. According to Kepler, Newton-based orbital motion laws in the context of gravitation have been generalized by observing planetary system. The velocity of a planet in an elliptical orbit increases as it closer to the sun and decreases as it gets farther away from it. It was assumed that the same gravitational laws would apply to stars orbiting galaxies. And it has been calculated that as the stars move away from the center of galaxy, they will follow this curve. This was expectation. And they see this is wrong. Okay, this is observation. As the distance, the center of galaxy increasing, velocity of stars increasing also. This is observation. Okay, and this is galaxy rotation curve discrepancy. Okay. Whereas it has been observed that the rotation velocity of stars increases as they move away from the center of the galaxies, the rotation curves are also observed as follows. This rotation process is the same as the change in the rotation velocity of a photon around the elliptical orbit of a moving electron motion form, as I explained you according to my theory and my formulas before. Here, the photons is replaced by stars that follow their tracks, and this process has nothing to do with gravity. This process has nothing to do with gravitation. According to current theories, this is star, this is elliptical orbit, and this is, for instance, a planet. Here, as closer to star, its velocity will increases, and as far away the star, its velocity will be slow, they say. But remember, moving electron motion form in this direction. Okay, its velocity decreases, but remember, photon and bilateral side, okay, cycling is going on while electron motion form is in motion. And according to me, photons speed in the opposite direction, and this is the axis when photon furthermore axis, electron motion form axis, its velocity will increase. But in the motion direction, and when closer to axis, its motion will be decrease. Minimum velocity point, maximum velocity point. But this is cycle one side, this is one cycle one side. Maximum velocity point. Like this. Remember, as black hole, according to me, is a giant electron motion form. Okay. And if a giant electron motion form, a black hole, this. Okay. Rotate around its axis. What we say? Rotate around its axis, perpendicular its axis. Okay, like this, like this, like this. Spiral galaxy will be okay. Like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Wavelength, when closer to axis, wavelength narrower. When far away from axis of black hole, wavelength will be increased. And when closer to axis, velocity of photon or track follower star will be slower. But whenever it is far away, go away from the axis, its velocity will increase. Okay, maximum velocity, for instance, maximum velocity, like this. Like this. This is slow and speed up, velocity up, slow, velocity up, slow, velocity up. Okay. As distance increase, velocity of photon or tracking star, tracking wave star velocity, distance increase, star velocity will increase, and closer to axis, star velocity will be decreased. So this distance velocity graph will be valid. This is solving. Here, check. Snapshot, take a look. Okay. This is rotational motion of electron motion from a giant black hole. This is linear motion. Okay. The laws is the same. Narrower wavelength, closer to axis, smaller velocity, and furthermore from axis, further increasing velocity. Lastly, I will say that photon velocity was much more than star velocity. But why star follows 1 upon times photon velocity. Okay, why? For instance,